What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to board back lip on a scooter, and I'll get right into how you kind of approach the trick and what steps you have to take to actually do the trick. Alright, so to start, here's what the trick looks like anyway. Alright, so for starters, you're going to want to know a backside board slide. So you're going to want to hop into the rail like this. I would keep it pretty much 45 degrees in front of you. I wouldn't go completely horizontally 90 degrees because that makes it harder to bring it around to the backside lip slide. That would be doing pretty much a 180 degree spin. When you go into the backside lip slide, I'd say keep it at pretty much the same 45 degree angle, so you're only really spinning 90 degrees in the grind, and then that makes it a lot easier to actually balance and complete the trick. It also makes it easier to hop out of the board side. If you're like this, you're not going to have the same kind of balance as you would if you were like this, because there is more surface area of your deck on the actual rail. So when you turn like this, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier than just being completely sideways. That is one of the mistakes I made when I was first trying this trick, and it made it a whole lot harder. Now when you do your backside board slide, you're going to want to keep your foot pretty much right over the top of the rail. That way you can use your front foot to kind of press off of the rail and then hit the backside lip slide like this, and then your foot should stay pretty much in the same spot over the top of the rail so that you can continue your grind through the rest of the rail. To kind of get the motion of hopping out of your board slide into a lip slide, I would say start by learning how to board slide and then hop over the other side of the rail. That way you kind of get the motion of hopping out of your board slide and not just coming down like that. I think the first thing I'll show you guys is how your board slide should look and how your lip slide should look, and then I'll show you guys kind of transferring into the trick and how I first started to do that. Once you do get this trick, you're going to realize that you spend a lot of time putting a lot of your body weight over the rail, so you end up just like falling off this direction. To kind of help with that, I would say you should probably know your lip slides and then jump off the other side of the rail. So you got your board slides and your lip slides down. Now you got to figure out how to transfer your energy from one trick to the other, and it is pretty hard because you start by maneuvering your body in this direction, and then you have to kind of counter that by moving it in the other direction. So in order to do that, I started by just stalling on the rail and then getting on it and trying to just do that transition over and over again until I could land back on the rail in a lip slide stall and maybe even pop out. Then I started riding into it. I was still going pretty slow just so that it's pretty much still a stall, but it helped me kind of figure out how to move my way onto the rail and still be able to transition from board side to lip slide. So I'll show you guys what I did there. Just like that. I started figuring out how to kind of transfer my weight onto the rail and still be able to transition into the lip slide. See how I kind of came off on the other side of the rail on my lip slide? The next thing I did after like practicing the stall thing is pretty much just start sliding through it as much as I could. You know, I just picked up more and more speed until I started sliding through it, and then kind of figure out how to transfer my weight from the board slide to the lip slide. And eventually you just kind of like figure out how to transition your weight in order to get all the way through the rail. So I just came in faster, something like that. You're probably not going to land it on your first try doing a little faster, but you kind of get what I mean. You might do a few board slides and not make it, and then you figure out how to keep your board at this kind of 45 degree angle and then transfer it, but still, it's kind of a tedious trick. The hardest thing I found with this trick was hopping out of your board sides. It took me a while to figure out how to just balance in a way where I can hop out of my board side and land in the lip side. I just practiced that a whole lot, just going in board side, hopping as high as I could out of it, and then doing that over the rail, which kind of gives you more of a sense for spinning your body back the other direction in order to land in the lip side. The other thing I found I was doing when I was really getting into the trick is I would slide through my board side and I'd be able to pop and land in lip side, but it would just stop. Probably did that 100 times before I actually landed it. It's just putting both feet on your scooter when sliding through the lip side is probably the part that takes the most time. After landing with one foot on the lip slide, I eventually found that I was putting my foot back onto the scooter, or maybe even just sliding through the lip side with one foot and my other foot just kind of hanging off. So once you kind of get to that point, you should just try harder and harder to commit to putting your other foot onto the scooter. And once you get that, it'll pretty much be a piece of cake to just slide through the rest of the lip side. And I'm keeping my foot pretty much an inch or two away from my down tube. Now for me, it was definitely a struggle learning this trick, so I would have liked to have a tutorial like this that kind of goes more in depth on this specific trick. So that's kind of what I'm doing with this series. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and if you are, definitely leave a like, because that tells me that you guys want some more of these tutorials. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one.